Only 5 miles separate two schools a part of one of the biggest rivalries in Northeast Ohio. For the past 70 years, Kenston and Chagrin have been intense competitors.
To take a further look on this rivalry, we spoke with coaches, alumni, and even students.
All right, listen. The talk is all done. I'm so tired of talking about this freaking game. I'm ready to play.
It's tough. This is one of the greatest rivalries in the state of Ohio.
You are ready to never doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself and play it all the time.
Honestly, it's the most unbelievable feeling in my life. I've never had so much support from the crowd.
We're going to have tunnel vision, and I want you to hit everything in blue that moves.
And for finally to beat him on something that a true sport that I love, it's just phenomenal.
Everything in blue that moves, you hit it. Keep your mouth shut, let your helmet, shoulder pad, do the work.
You know, it's our rival down the street, and it's good to beat your rival down the street.
The Kenston-Chagrin Falls rivalry has been fierce.
I think it's something that you grow to love. It's something that's ingrained in students.
I think most people understand that a rivalry game always gets you a little bit more excited, a little bit more pumped up.
I know our kids definitely circle that game on their schedule whenever they play them.
We do a lot of preparation the week prior, so I just say, I would think just going into it, our mindset is just ready to beat them.
I kind of feel like we've got not a lot to win, but everything to lose.
When we talk about goals of the season, a lot of people say we want to beat Chagrin. That's a thing on a lot of the girls' minds.
So there's always that added pressure, of gosh, what would happen, if we didn't come away with a victory.
We get to play them once a year. Just try to have fun with it and respect the rivalry and just enjoy the process of getting ready and playing against them.
Sometimes Chagrin back in the day was referred as that school down the road.
It's a friendly rival, which we hope they would be because we're right down the street, and I know Kenston doesn't like being called Chagrin Falls Kenston.
I'm sure there's a lot of families that get together that know each other, and they get to see each other, so they definitely want to have that edge and the ability to brag that we are the better school.
As a player, coach, or a fan, I think just beating Chagrin alone, I think that's just the best feeling ever.
I can understand why they might have just a little bit more motivation than some other games.
I play volleyball.
And I play softball.
And throughout our high school career, we have never participated in a game against Chagrin in our respective sports.
This just goes to show how the rivalries changed over the years.
So the rivalry has definitely changed.
I do not think they are our biggest rival or competitor. I do feel it is a different game than normal opponents that we've played in the past.
I wouldn't consider them our biggest rival. I think in some sports they're not the best at, but in other sports definitely it's really competitive.
They're one of our rivals. We have lots of different rivals, I feel. It depends on the sport. When I got here, it was definitely a much bigger deal, the Chagrin-Kenston rivalry, when the schools were closer in size.
Conferences change based on enrollment, and you might not be playing Chagrin in every single sport any longer due to the conference alignment.
When I started here, we were in the same conference, and then we weren't. So it's gone back and forth, and it really has to do with the size of the school, size of the programs.
Kenston has kind of grown a lot more as far as the district and the demographics over time.
Even if Kenston was in the CBC, we would not be in the same division because of the size of the schools.
It's a combination of timing, games, divisional, and things like that.
So it is sad, but also I think it makes sense given the size of our districts and how we've evolved and changed over time.
While the rivalry continues to change over the years, the memories created will not be forgotten.
A few years ago, I would have said that Kenston is one of our biggest rivals from an athletic standpoint, but socially, right, on our students and the way that they've grown up together, that rivalry still exists.
No one at Kenston wants to ever lose to Chagrin, so that it's just for bragging rights, basically.
A lot of other schools that we get really competitive with, but obviously since Chagrin's right down the road, it's going to get really competitive.
My mom went to Kenston, so she always wants to beat Chagrin because they were their rivals back then too, so it's the same thing nowadays.
Students grow up playing in club sports together, and so they've known each other their whole lives.
My son and daughter go here, and I have cousins that go to Kenston, write in their birthday cards, go Tigers, and they write in mine, go Bombers.
It just makes it a special relationship because they're neighboring schools.
I've been at this a long time, have played them so many times. I know my own two boys played, and I got to coach them and against Chagrin.
To me, as the administrator, as long as it's a good game and both teams worked hard, that's probably the most important thing, but I know when we win, it's almost a better day at school the next day because kids are in a better mood.
For Bomber Media, I'm Avery Kuhnberger.
And I'm Ella Hart.